Put your faith in the light.
Hello guys, welcome to another one of my videos. This is Lightblade, and well guys, in this one we will be doing another gold guide, this one for the Blood Furnace. So the Blood Furnace is another really easy dungeon to solo as a Retribution Paladin. We have a lot of healing, we are tanky, and we have a lot of damage to just plow through it and get a lot of raw gold. So how much gold can you expect to make for each run? So the average run of Blood Furnace is between 80 to 100 gold per run. Although the runs take a bit longer than, for example, the Ramparts run. The Ramparts takes us about 11 minutes per run, and the Blood Furnace runs takes you about 15 to 17 minutes, depending on how fast you pull. So there probably is a breakpoint around there, but it really depends on also how you manage mobs, because Blood Furnace is a lot easier to do than Ramparts. Ramparts has a lot of damage healing reduction, has knockups, it has disarms, it has stuns. While in Blood Furnace, the only thing you have to worry about is some stuns and small knockups. There's also some annoying demons, little imps that do kind of a high amount of magic damage, but you can just one-shot them. And there's also the dudes that put mines on the ground, which do damage, but we can just heal through it. It doesn't actually harm us a lot. Anyways, so Blood Furnace is a bit easier to run. A bit longer though, that's the only downside, but you will get a higher amount of gold per run. For this, I also recommend you guys to get leveled up your first aid. This is because you will get a lot of netherweave cloth from the Blood Furnace. This is also different from Ramparts, which in Ramparts you get a lot of rune cloth. So you can actually go and transform your netherweave cloth to heavy netherweave bandages. So at the moment in a lot of servers, in the high population servers, netherweave cloth is going for about 12, and when you use 2 you can transform it into netherweave bandages. That's 24 silver, and you can actually just vendor the netherweave bandage for 30 silver, so you're making a net profit of 6 silver per bandage that you make. So it's better and faster to do that than just going to the auction house and selling it there. In my other video on Ramparts, I told you guys to go to the auction house, but that was because I myself didn't have a first aid level up. After that video, I did level it up, and now I'm making a bit more gold just vendoring the raw netherweave bandages to just any vendor, Okay, so now let's go to the what talents you want to use for this. It's a pretty basic setup, guys. Just take every damage talent for Retribution Paladins. Make sure you take 2 points of Pursuit of Justice, because you moving faster is just really good. 15% extra movements, really nice. Take 1 point in Divine Purpose, so you can spam your Hand of Freedom to remove any stun effects on you. Even if it has a 50% chance, you just have to press the button a lot and you will get out of a stun effect. Okay, next thing, I used my last 5 points in the protection talent tree for divine strength, just more damage. I like to do more damage because that makes me go faster on these runs. Okay guys, other than that, now we can just take note of the gold I have here. That's 5124, and let's see how much gold I make at the end of the run. So now let's go to the full complete run so you can guys have an idea on how to do this. Okay guys, here we are at the run. We're just gonna start here. We're gonna try to pull as much things as we can, and we're just gonna keep chain pulling till the end of this dungeon, trying to not sit down or eat, or drink. Here we're just gonna AoE them these things down. Take down the imps first. It's just a good advice, because those guys do a fireball cast, which is really annoying. These guys are actually chain stunning me to the ground, which is a bit dangerous, but I can just Divine Storm and heal off of them. Then I can just go to the next pack while I have wings up still. Oh, it ran out. And just kill this pack. Also kill the imp first, because it's the most annoying mob there. It dies also really fast, so no reason to take damage from them. These guys, as I said before, they have a knockback effect. It sometimes happens. It's like a stun. You can remove it with Blessing of Freedom or your Racial from Human, but it just lasts 1 second, so it's not a really big importance. We got our first green there. Another green, that's really good. The amount of greens you get from this place is the only RNG you will find here, because, well, if you get a lot of greens, you get a lot of gold, And I've gotten between 80 to 100 gold per run in this place, which there is a lot of RNG involved. Just kill those guys, try to drag them up the stairs as fast as we can, so we can just keep moving. It is also those invisible dudes here. I fat fingered my divine shield there by mistake. I'm just gonna pick up these two guys invisible that are here. The more mobs we kill, the more green items we can actually get, you know. So I'm just gonna keep dragging those guys and killing them together in this small clump of 4. They do knockbacks, as like you can see. It lasts 1 second, but it's kind of annoying. But I think it's better than the disarm effect. The disarm effect lasts for 3 seconds in ramparts, and the knock is only 1 second. So I think this is less annoying than the ramparts mobs. Kill the imp as always. Drag the dudes to the other pack so we can loot them efficiently when they die. Pretty simple stuff, guys. So Ret Paladin, you shouldn't be in danger anytime here. Just kill stuff and heal, kill stuff and heal. Probably can do this also as a Death Knight because those guys also heal a ton. And since there's no healing reduction mobs in this place, I think Death Knights can also have a really good time here, you know? Okay, we just kill everything and start looting, you know? You always want to kill them in a small clump so you can loot them all at once. They kind of run away sometimes, so it's a bit of annoying. But they're kind of grouped up, you know? So just loot them up. Get all we can. Nice, another green drop. Some of those rings sell for 8 gold. I don't know why. They sell like a weapon. Some of them like sell for 1 gold, which is a bit sad. Just drag those guys to the next pack. Kill them together in a clump, as I said before. Drop Consecration if you're pulling more than 4 things, because it does uncapped AoE. And just kill them all. Pretty easy stuff. Some of those guys do a knock-up effect, and some of these guys do a knock-down effect. So just be careful with that. The knock-up effect doesn't limit your ability usage, but the knockdown does, because it's a stun. Casters are a bit annoying. Try to not let them cast their demon pet. If they cast the demon, just kill the demon fast, because there's one, the dog, that steals mana, like burns mana. So that one's annoying if it happens, because you will have to sit down after that. It's a lot of mana. I think the dude burns like 700 mana or something like that. If it summons like the succubus or the imp, you're fine, just kill it. And just drag them down to the big clump of stuff so we can loot them down. Oh, AoE looting. It's one of the things you miss from retail, you know. I think it's coming in Cataclysm. Yeah, Cataclysm was when AoE looting was here. Anyways, just loot everything and keep moving. You can see also on the top right of your screen, I'm always trying to keep my Vengeance debuff up. It lasts 30 seconds and it gives you more holy and physical damage. So try to keep that thing up so you don't have to like restack it. Restack it really fast, but better to just keep it up. These guys are a bit annoying. The guys that throw the mines. You know, those orcs with green sunglasses. They throw those little white discs on the ground. Those are mines. You don't actually have to be near the mine to make it explode. It has a bigger AoE radius than the actual mine. It does pretty high amount of damage, like 1,000 per explosion. You can see here I take almost take 2,000 per explosion. So they are a bit dangerous. So just be careful when fighting a lot of those guys. If they throw a lot of mines in your place, you probably will explode and just get insta-killed, you know, if you're not paying attention. Other than that, it's pretty easy, just AoE them down, as always. Now, kill this boss. He's a demon, so he's gonna take double, like, critical strike from our Art of War exorcism. Bosses die just really easy. No problems. Kill it, loot it. Hopefully we get a weapon. We don't get a weapon, we just get some gloves, which sell, I think, for 4 gold, which is pretty decent. There's more of those orcs that do the mines here. There's also the knockdown orcs and orcs that do enrage. So the orcs that do the enrage are the guys without a shirt. The knockdown dudes are the ones with shield, and the bomb guys are the orcs with green sunglasses. Just be careful you don't get like fully stun locked here. Also, the guy without a shirt does a stun, a concussive blow. That's a 4-second stun. That can be actually deadly. So just be aware of that shirtless orc. Actually fat finger my divine protection there for whatever reason. Just ignore that happened. Okay, now let's keep killing orcs. Just AoE everything down. Since these guys are melee, we can actually drag them to the next pack. Ah, they died anyways. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's one guy that does like a silence, which can actually take you off guard. silence lasts like 3 seconds, so you can't actually cast a judgment, exorcism, or your heal effects when you're silenced. So just be aware of that. If you're like low health, it might kill you here, and if you die in this farm, it actually starts being not worth, you know. So just keep killing stuff. Be mindful of the silence effect. Try to always like consume your Art of War proc on a heal or an exorcism, like between packs, you know. A heal especially, so you keep yourself top off. Try to always end a pack with a judgment on someone, like to finish them off, so you get the mana over time effect gains. That way you don't run out of mana in this place. You don't have to sit and drink or anything like that. There I use my Hand of Freedom to get rid of a 1 second stun, which I don't think it's worth, but I just wanted to use it, you know, just to show it. Okay, here we just AoE them down as normal. There's a lot of combinations of mobs here. There's the guys that throw mines. The demon summoned the succubus. We're gonna kill it as fast as we can because it dies really fast and we don't want to take extra damage. There's also the guys that do knockdowns here and knockups. The guys here also enrage, so just be careful of that. I was taken by surprise there a bit because my health dropped a bit low, but you can just heal and keep going. I had to use my PvP trinket there just to get extra health. I think mine or something hit me really hard there, so just be aware of those. Always kill the shirtless orc first because the dude enrages. You don't want to take more damage than needed. Again, kill the shirtless orc. Casters are pretty chill. We mostly resist their effects, so I prefer casters than melee mobs sometimes. Sometimes I also hate them because they're kind of hard to move without a kick. These guys do a conclusive blow effect sometimes if they live long enough to do it, you know? But for the most part, you should be able to just like insta-give them like I did there. They also enrage, so kill them fast. They want to take more damage than you need to. After we kill all these guys, the boss comes, we just nuke them down. The good thing about these RP mobs is that they actually drop stuff, you know, so they drop netherite cloth, they can drop greens. That's the conclusive bluff, like you can see there. Kind of manage my mana a bit poorly here, so I'm just gonna lay on hands to get that extra mana to keep going. I don't want to sit down and drink, you know. Remember, your lay on hands also restores some mana, so it can be used in those situations. Use all your abilities wisely, you know, guys, just to make stuff go faster. Get some nice gray drops and stuff. Now the boss comes and just gets nuked down, and wings him. Also, don't forget to use your taunt button. When you're doing solo content, if the mob isn't targeting you, if you taunt the guy, he actually takes a lot of damage because taunt does like 2k damage if a mob's not targeting you, you know? When they target you, it doesn't do anything, but it's a good idea to use it if they are not. There, I just nuked the imps with a Holy Rat, which is a really good thing because they get stunned and take massive damage. Those imps are a bit annoying for other classes to deal with if you're soloing this in like with other stuff. But Pallies have it really easy. We just AoE them down really fast or stun them, you know. Just keep going here. There's some invisible mobs around here, but they don't aggro you because you're too high level, so you have to find them sometimes. It's not worth to run around to just find them, the two rogues running around there, but if you find them, you find them. No, you kill them. It's nice if they give you an extra green or two, you know. These big blue guys are also demons, so you can just use your Holy Rat on them as well. Just pull a lot of them and stun them, AoE them down. Kill the caster, loot the guys. In the next room, there's a lot of imps, so we're just gonna use a bit of LOS tactics. So tag one of the imps. And LOS here. They all come and you nuke them down. These imps do a lot of damage with those fireballs if they don't die fast. But we're paladins, we don't care about that. We just nuke them down and keep going. So good not having to like sit down to eat or drink. Like we can, if we manage mana correctly, we can sustain eternally, you know? This is the last pull before the dungeon ends with the boss. These demons are also affected by Holy Rat, so I'm trying to move them to the next pack so I can AoE them down. Problem is, they do a lot of knockups. Like they do a intercept charge, intercept stun or something like that, and they stun you, you know, so it's a bit of annoying to like trying to drag them out. Just kill them as fast as you can so we can start the event and kill the last boss. As you can see there, I'm being ping-ponged around by those charges, but it's nothing we can take care of. Just kill everything, loot them all. Maybe we get a green or two, hopefully. Here we're just gonna attack one of the casters and LOS them to this place, you know, because it's better to just drag them in a big clump to just AoE them down. I don't want to be running around that circle, you know, killing each individual caster. So tag him, LOS them here, they're gonna come. Kill them all, and then the boss is going to come. Easier than just running around in a circle killing them individually. Sadly, these guys don't drop anything, but this is the boss, so maybe he drops something interesting. Maybe some 8 gold blue or something like that. You don't have to actually get away from that, doesn't do that much damage. I just do it because of reflex, you know. I see something that's going to explode, I might as well just move away, you know. That's pretty much the run, guys. So the good thing about this place, it also has like a tunnel that you can take to go back to the start and reset the dungeon, similar to Ramparts. Ramparts shortcut to the end is, well, to the start is a bit shorter, you know. It's quite a long run though. These moments it's really nice that we have like Pursuit of Justice, because that extra 15% movement speed comes in handy, you know. And as you can see, we actually finished the dungeon in 14 minutes. We didn't even take 15. What's taking us long is just the run, just to go back out and reset. We did get some nice blues, a lot of cloth, and we didn't get any BOEs, which is sad. Sometimes you will get those blue BOEs, and like I said before, the weapon, the Blade of Misfortune, I think it's called, that thing sells for a lot of gold. If you can, people are actually buying those. So guys, now let's go to Honor Hall to see how much gold we got. Okay guys, now let's see how much gold we got from that run. So our base number was 5124, and let's see how much gold we have now. So let's just sell everything to the vendor. Then we're going to sell all the greens. We got a good amount of greens, pretty good amount of greens. And now we're going to transform all the netherweave cloth into heavy netherweave bandages. Okay, after crafting all the netherweave cloth, we're going to sell it now to the vendor. And we got a grand total of 5211 gold that we made. So if we do a small subtraction, we get 87 gold, guys, which is a really decent amount to make in like 15 minutes. If let's say you do 4 runs an hour of this place at 87 gold, that's almost 360 gold per hour that you will be making if we take 87 gold as an average. And I have runs where I've made even more than 87 gold. I've made up to 100 gold per run sometimes if you get lucky with the greens. That's the only RNG you will find there, the amount of greens you can find. There's also some extra gold that you can make if you get really lucky with some blue items. There's some blue boots, some blue bind on equip items that you can get from there. The most interesting one is the Blade of Misfortune, which is a two-hander. That's for level 60. That is really good because it actually sells, and in my server it goes for between 50 to 150 gold. I have sold it on the low end, just 50 gold, because I just wanted the raw gold, you know, guys. But if you can actually sell it for 150 gold, let me down in the comments. Although I'm thinking you won't find a buyer at that price, you know. People are just going to quest through Outland and get better weapons, but sometimes there's like really rich people that want to get the best thing they can get at the level they are, so they will buy your maybe your bind and equip blue item that you get from this place. Also, if you have done the Ramparts farm, you will notice that this place is much easier than Ramparts, because, well, Ramparts has those mobs that disarm you, which is really annoying, you know, and they also have those stuns. They have a lot of lockdown in Ramparts, while in this place there are stuns. It's only stuns, and you can get rid of those with Blessing of Freedom and your racial if you are a human. So it's a bit easier to do this place. Okay guys, so that's all for the video today. If you enjoy my content, subscribe to the channel and leave a like in the video. Thanks for watching, everyone.